What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the RTG Career Mode. It's episode number 45, man. What a way to bounce back in the last episode. That 2-0 victory away at the Etihad, seeing us leapfrog the champions, going top of the table, 2 games away from the halfway stage, 17 games in. Today, loads of stuff to get through as we end the first start of the season here. We'll enter the January window. We'll have the FA Cup third round away at Villa Park, and we might well make a signing in the transfer window too, with just shy of £40 million in the budget. So, yep, loads to get through as we exit sloggy season and enter January. First game is Burnley in South Wales, aiming to stay top of the Premier League table. The Connick Swans. There we go. Gomez, Connick to Tattoo, the Finns, who got the goals at the Etihad, linking up once again. Gomez in the middle, he's onside there. Oh, such a nice build-up. I just couldn't offload to Seku coming in as well. Classic Docks move, that is. Great build-up, but just completely fluffed my lines on the finish. Not going to miss that one, though. Given away by the Clarets, and Koita in for Ferguson makes it 1-0. 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, and Doxy Boy fluffing a finish after a nice build-up. Ekdal heads in the free kick, though. And Burnley back on level terms instantly. Just want to see us on the replay, if you don't mind, though, because Carl, it's not the greatest of angles here, though, to be fair. I don't think Carl should be getting beaten now, I really don't. It wasn't the most powerful of headers. It wasn't even right in the corner either. This is Carl Rushworth in a nutshell, man. Like, he'll make an incredible save. Like, a man in the match display. His one-on-one reactionaries at times are just unbelievable. And then his positioning for some of the goals we concede is just so poor. I can already count, I'd say at least 3 times in this season. Oh, what a ball! Oh! Where he should have done better. Flamingo! Oh yes, first of the season for Flamingo. What a ball this is by Tattoo. What a start, brilliant ball, controls it perfectly. How cool is that? That's a centre half doing that. Listen, I'm going to be honest here, this might be one of the best deliveries I've ever put in from a free kick. Look at that, is unbelievable. That is, when you talk about right on the money, okay, Flamingo's got to stretch a little bit, but that is an unbelievable ball from Tattoo. Look at that, absolutely brilliant that. So it's very rare I'll go to the instant replay for a goal, but that is just... Oh, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Come on, Tattoo, have another go. What should I do here? Let's try something different here. I'm going to try and loop it over Peacock Farrell and try and squeeze in that bottom corner. This is going to be a very difficult thing to do, but you know what? If anyone can do it... Oh! Tattoo's delivery from set pieces today, superb. Yeah, Burnley still only a goal down. It was a thrilling start to the game since there's not much going on. So sort of time, 1 goal lead, it's never enough. Carl Rushworth, well, that, like I said, is exactly why we do persist with him. Probably shouldn't have been beaten for the goal, but a massive closeout save on the 1-on-1, which is his best asset. And the Swans should close this out with Gomez finding Seku to wrap it up and deliver the victory. That is why we persist with Mr. Carl Rushworth. Massive save on one end, Koita bags his brace on the other. Swans with the 3 points in South Wales staying top. And just before we dive into the following game, real briefly, I forgot to show you this in the last episode, but 4 players their deals coming at the end of the year can leave on freeze in January if they wish to do so. Or well, we'll leave for the new summer, but agree a contract in January. To be honest, I feel as though now with Ethan Laird, we can let him go. 8 games this season. He's nice as a backup right back. We've got Amir Davis who's now surpassed him out on loan at Leeds. So once Laird's deal comes to an end, Davis can come back and be our backup for Dedic. As for Marchetti, as much as we love the guy, 31 years old, not really going to get any better from now on, just a squad CDM. Dan James, undecided about, but I don't know. I think we've got better squad wingers now that have come back or are out on loan that can replace him. So I'm okay letting him go now at 31. And obviously Butler's just here as a resi goalkeeper and experience for the young lads. So I'm going to let them all go on freeze and not negotiate any new contracts. If they want to leave on free transfers, totally fine with them. Right, following game, Arsenal away. And after this one will be at official halfway stage of the season right now. Still top of the table, but only by a point. So we need to win here at the Emirates, I would say, to remain in pole position halfway through the season. Big clash in North London. Come on, you Swans. Ferguson down the left, has Connick in the middle, and big game. Oh, Anton hits the bar. And Arsenal clear. Yeah, he normally does perform in the big games. Case in point, at Man City away day in the last episode. But off the crossbar, and Arsenal will clear. Good start, though. Yeah, we'll have. Away we go. Play advantage, please, ref. Got a man on the floor. We'll play advantage because Tattoo's got the pace, as we know. Yusuf. Ferguson. Connick. Connick. Charlie for the win! Second game in a row we score late. But this time the winner and not the dagger, Charlie. Connick, I think his first goal of the season, giving us the win in North London, limbs in the away end. Yep, first of the season for Connick, and that is going to do it. It was Dedic who went down, one of our best and literally most consistent players. Barely or ever misses a game, really, but thankfully his sacrifice ensures we continue to build up and score on the other end. Swans leave it late, we get the win at the Emirates to stay top of the table. Massive win. And that's gutting for Amar as well. 3-month injury sees him done until around the start of March, late February at the earliest. That's gutting. No. 3 months. January. No. Late March, early April. Oh, that's gutting, man. I mean, he is honestly the definition of consistent, man. Played all of our 19 games in the league so far. I say all. 4 of our 6 Champions League games. Can you not count, Doxy boy? But look at the average rating, man. 7.13. He's got a goal. He's got 5 assists as well. And yes, he's not growing much now. But I said this before. Between the market valuation is silly. 45.5 mil for a 26-year-old dual-sided fullback that never misses a game and barely puts a foot wrong. That is gutting. And we've laid out a contract at the end of the season. It makes me wonder whether maybe we should go for a new right back in the January window then to cover for Dedic's absence. But right now, we're taking the official halfway stage in the season. Man City once again matching our result. 3-0 win against Fulham means that they stay just a 1 point behind as we're clinging on to top spot. Best defensive record in the division. We're only 10 goals conceded all season long. Carl with 10 clean sheets for the year, I believe as well. 32 goals, better than last year. Better, no doubt about it, but still the reason why we're successful right now is our defence. Man City, Chelsea, Manchester United wrapping up the top 4, but at the moment it's the top 2 that are the most threatening for the title. Liverpool are 5th with Spurs in 6th and West Ham in 7th. Aston Villa, Arsenal and Luton Town, go on boys, wrap up the top 10 with the bottom 3 currently being Everton, Crystal Palace and Leicester City. Erling Haaland going for another golden boot, 13 goals in 19. I can't understand the ordering of this. Does anyone know why the ordering is like this? I can't work it out because Diaz should be on top because he's played a few games. He's played a fewer game. He's played one less game than Erling Haaland. But I can't understand why Haaland is currently ahead of him in that case. But anyway, they're the top 2 with Bayer in 4. We do have a man in the top 5. That's Evan Ferguson, 11 goals in 17. With Canoonan also in the top 16 with 7 this year, having a really, really good season for us. And in terms of assists, Haaland is 1 for 1 for goals and assists as well. Pole position in both. And we have Tattoo in the top 6 and Canoonan in the top 7, both with 6 in 19 games. Dedic and Ferguson are also in the top 20 as well. Yusuf just sneaking in there with 3 and 18. And like I said earlier, Carl leading the way in the race for back-to-back Golden Gloves, 10 in 19. And as things stand right now, on course to get to 24 this season. What a record that will be. And obviously we did the Champions League groups in the last episode. But for those curious about how the Carabao Cup is currently getting on, obviously we of course knocked out of our competition early by Huddersfield Town, failing to retain it and getting knocked out very early doors. And right now the semis are going to see Everton take on West Ham and Watford versus Bournemouth as well. Not a single traditional top 6 team in the final 4. I like to see that. Right, next up, Burnley again, away at Turf Moor this time. Aim to keep our winning run going and staying top of the tree heading into the January transfer window. Come on, you Swans. It's always a bit weird when you play the same team twice in succession. Even weirder if it's in the same competition. But I actually said this before, but like sometimes it's kind of a good thing. Like if you've beaten them before, so I like to use this phrase like you learn from evidence, right? You learn from evidence, and so if you've beaten, good tackle. If you've beaten a team before, and you play them again soon afterwards, chances are you're probably going to beat them again because you know you've already got one over them. It sounds a bit weird, but it's complete truth. Like you learn from evidence, so you think, all right, if I've just beaten these guys, how much could have changed in 10 days? Do you know what I mean? 10 days is the gap between that last game against them and this game here. How much could really, theoretically, have changed in that time? So if I've done it before, I can do it again. Learn from evidence. Learn from evidence. Oh, just over. Connick to Sinistera. Saka, keep running, Luis, keep running. Oh, CJ brings him down. Is that not a pen? No, he must have won the ball because the referee's gone for a corner. I thought initially that was a pen there. I thought he just flew in. Must have misseen that. Missaw that. But it's a corner regardless. And once again, it's Tattoo for Gomez. And this time, he gets it on target. Same combo. Tattoo to João. And this time, our number 4 heads in our opener. Swans in front. William Ethan. Now Connick. Oh, brilliantly done. And now Sinistera, great footwork. Now can he finish with a weaker left foot? No, he's gone right, and instead Peacock Farrell gets across to make the save. Still leading by 1. I keep seeing João Gomez in the middle though, constantly getting the switch he wants, and I'm going to keep exploiting it. João Gomez has won every single aerial duel, because in the middle he's mismatched. 2-0 Swansea, double for João, game over. Come on, don't throw away the clean sheet, don't throw away the clean sheets. I've thrown away the clean sheet. Marcel with a finish. It's so frustrating when that happens, man. Honestly, it's like, yeah, it doesn't change the result, but it's like, it's still frustrating. Do you know what I mean? It's like a clean sheet slip through your fingers. And of course, it also means that your goal difference doesn't stay at what it would have been. It goes down by 1 as well. In the grand scheme of things, it's not important, but even so, being the perfectionist I am, any slip up like that is always infuriating. And so as the January transfer window opens, I don't really think we'll do too much to begin with. Ooh, massive bid there for Connick, who's just submitted a transfer request. Now, I did wonder whether that was going to happen. Now, this one, this one I actually don't mind as much as the Ferguson one. And there's a big difference. And this is the point I'm trying to make here. When it's justified, it's okay, Like, Charlie Connick has been, regularly coming off the bench for us this season, but not starting that much. And so that to me actually does kind of make sense. As a young player, he wants to play more. He's not on the biggest of contracts either. That to me, see, that one doesn't annoy me at all. Like, if you look at the guy's stats here, 13 games, but several of those have come from the bench. He's got a couple of goals, he's got an assist as well. He's growing nicely, but at 22 he wants to play, and at the moment he's currently behind Sinistera and of course Tattoo as well. The reason why I haven't had him on the left-hand side in for Sinistera is simply because he's a left footer, and I like to have, right foot on the left and left foot on the right. But that was the plan. The plan was eventually to move Connick over to that left-hand side. But that doesn't annoy me at all. That does not annoy me at all. The Evan Ferguson one is different. The Evan Ferguson one is completely different, obviously, But that one there doesn't annoy me at all. It makes total sense. And if it was going to go anywhere, I wouldn't be against... Oh, so Vic comes in for Boz as well, this time from our closest title rivals, of course, saying no. If he's going to go anywhere, I think Dortmund actually makes a lot of sense. Wanting to play, Dortmund, great reputation of bringing through young players and developing young players. I'm not against selling him there. I've always wished you could put buyback clauses on your young players. You see it quite often in modern day football, clubs selling a young player, including a buyback clause. So they do develop, they can buy him back for perhaps a slightly lower fee than they'd ordinarily be worth. So for Connick, I'd love to put in a buyback clause of like 140 mil or something, But I think he's obviously 84 overall, 22 years old, still getting better. He's definitely, in my opinion, worth at least 130 to 135 million, I would say. And it is indeed 135 million pounds. Didn't want to sell him, hands were kind of tied, but to be honest here, I like this move for all parties. Yeah, to be honest, I'd much rather keep him. Obviously, see this guy as one of my star young wonder kids, but needs must, we're going to have to cash in, and to be fair, for 135 mil, I wouldn't say no. Right, following game, we'll give him a send-off in this one then. Aston Villa away in the FA Cup third round, aiming to make it through to the last 32. Come on, you Swans. Yeah, the Connick one makes sense, and that's why I'm not mad about it. As Luka Jovic fires Aston Villa in front. Like, for Ferguson, he flew out the blocks. He was off to what looked to be a record-breaking season based on the pace he was on. He'd only been here for 2.5 months, and then he says, "No, I want to move." It's like, what? There's no that literally made zero sense. But the Connick deal is different. The Connick situation is totally different. He's a young player who has been loaned out for the past 2 or possibly 3 years, I think. He's finally come back, and he's been sat on the bench despite the fact he looks like one of the better young players in European football. That makes total sense. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that conversation. I have no problems with it, and I accept that's my error for not playing him as much as I needed to. Completely different kettle of fish. to the Evan Ferguson situation. This, to me, with EA is the problem. It's not the fact that players ask to leave, it's that the wrong players ask to leave at the wrong time. Ferguson has no business complaining about game time. Connick does. It's a huge difference. Yeah, William Flamingo will have that. And now Tattoo. Ferguson ahead of him. He'll find him. Back to Tattoo. Golden chance here for Oliver to step inside and shoot and score. Tattoo Oliver, man. This is like Tattoo in a nutshell, man. At times, he'll go like 3, 4, 5 games being my main piece in my offense, scoring, assisting, whatever, and looking unplayable. But then there's times where he just goes completely missing. He's got all the ability, he just needs the consistency. Okay, he's got to be careful here. The ex-Bournemouth man. Tackle. Oh, great chance. And who's there arriving? Charlie, no hard feelings, bro. You got my blessing. Enjoy your time at Borussia Dortmund, mate. You've got my blessing, son. Appreciate it. 2 goals in 2 games. And 2 game winners as well. Charlie, we love you, mate. No hard feelings. Oh, how I wish you could talk to players in a bit more detail in career mode and say, look, just bear with me. You know, bear with me. I understand it's been difficult for you. You know, you're a young player, you're one of the better young players in European football, you want to play every game. I understand that, and I appreciate it, mate. But we're top of the table, you know, we're top of the table. We topped our CL group. It's difficult to get you in the team when we're in great form. It will be different. Oh, ref, you're going to vote full time there, not it, Maz. It would be different if we were a losing team or an inconsistent team, but we're not. But you know what? If that's how he bows out, then so be it. A game winner for Charlie. And the Swans come from behind to make it through to the 4th round. And there we go, the Charlie Connick deal goes through for £135 million, making it one of the most expensive transfers in world football history, and of course smashing the Swansea club record sale of Gylfi Sigurdsson to Everton all those years ago. 135 million, man. But to be fair, for one of the best young players in European football, it does make kind of sense. He's off to Dortmund. My hands were tied. Didn't want to sell him, but like I said, I don't mind this sale. It makes sense based on the fact he was having limited game time and deserved to play more. Makes sense. And Charlie, for the way you just bowed out, mate, no hard feelings whatsoever. You're welcome back in South Wales any time. So our budget now has risen to £163 million after the board obviously skimmed quite a bit off the top there. Listen, I would like to replace him with a backup winger as well, but I could still see us bringing someone in to replace Sinistera long term as well. Because it's worth pointing out for Sinistera, he's 29. Luis Sinistera is 29 years old, so it's not going to be long before he starts to show signs of decline. I wouldn't actually be against bringing him in. A new starting winger on that left-hand side. And of course, I still want a new right-back as well to replace Ethan Laird, leaving in the summer, and Dedic, who's still injured right now too. So lots to consider on how we reinvest that money. Well, I think before we do anything, we'll play the following clash, which is Manchester City. Once again, this time in South Wales, we turn down this bid here for Flamingo from Liverpool. 1 point separating the two teams, still at the top of the table. Might potentially end on this one or do one more. Actually, no, let's do another one because that'll be the FA Cup 4th round. But massive potential title clash in our first game in January. 1 point separating us and the champions with a chance to pull away to 4 points or drop to second, depending on how this result goes here. Massive game next. Man City in South Wales. Come on, you Swans. Take a point in this game. Keep us top of the table. That's the most important thing. And again, I'm not going to panic by anyone with the money we got. I'm not. Oh, surely. Oh, he's a big game player. He's a big game player, mate. Oh my goodness. I thought I totally messed that one up there. You know when you do a skill move and you think to yourself, was that really necessary? I could have just shot the ball there with the left foot. Instead, dragged it wider with the weaker right foot and a covering defender as well. But that is through the legs and into the bottom corner. That was me thinking I messed it up. In the end, I did something even better than initially planned. 8th in the 8th minute. AK with the opener. Swans in front. That is very lucky, I'll be honest. That's very fortunate. Yeah, Canuna might not be the quickest of players, this is true, but he's got enough pace to hold off a covering defender. And then shoot on that left foot. It would have been much, much, much more preferable as Hjulmand wins it back. Ferguson's on there. Oh, Lino. I thought he was on. But do you know what? If it works, it works. And AK, big game player, does it once again. Scored in a reverse fixture, scores here. Ferguson for 2. What a save, Edison. This time flag stays down. And Edison this time makes the save. Still 1-0, but that second goal is coming. Oh. Gomish, well done, mate. Now Flamingo. Oh, Kanunen. Kanunen. Oh, no, he's gone goal. Oh, ref, come on, let me have one more attack. Oh, damn it, man. Okay, still leading by 1, but that should have been 2. Balls down up and then some, man. Can't throw it away from here, because I'll look back on that miss and no, that would have been the goal that would have clinched it. Got to make sure we get a second in the second half to see this game out. 22 minutes to go. Not much to report in the second half after a very lively first. As we're still holding on to that slender 1 goal lead. I do think we need a second though. As Bellingham escapes from Hjulmand. And Jude, great tackle, Zhao. Oh, ref, that is such a long advantage, honestly. Come on now. The play's clearly continued for long enough. You should not be putting it back there. Yusuf does well, though, and we'll get it away. And hold on a second, guys. Give me a second, because what a chance for a breakaway here. Can I squeeze that through? To Sinistera. Say, forget Charlie Connick. It's all me. Oh. Come on. I'm going for this. I want this game wrapped up. I don't think we can see out the 1-0 even with 8 to go. I think that we need a second. As Yusuf wins it back off Phil, and that means that when we get it, we've got to push to pace it. Oh, Tattoos. Oh, come on, hold on. Oh, he's just about squeezed it. Brilliantly done. Game over. Sekou off the bench. Wraps it up. Swansea 2. Manchester City 0. Game over. Massive. Absolutely massive. I brought on Sekou and Vazquez for Sinistera and Ferguson. Put Sekou on the left-hand side of the pace and Brannan up top just to be a target man, to hold up play, bring players into the play themselves, and the change is what's got us the dagger, and that is going to do it. Swansea will go 4 clear at the top and complete the double over the champions. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm not getting too far ahead of myself, but I often use this phrase, if not now, then when. Most dominant team in English football for the decade. They've already won back-to-back, not back-to-back, but 2 trebles in the save. But if not now, then when? If not this season, then when? You know, I like to end on a massive high, so I think we'll leave it there for today's episode, guys. Going 4 clear at the top of the table. We'll do the draw for the FA Cup 4th round next, and end on this, as we have 2 bids for Jordan Boz. Going to turn them both down. First from Wolfsburg and this one from Sociedad. We'll end on the draw for the FA Cup 4th round, where, oh, you see it right there, it's Leighton Orient. That will be, hang on, when is that? Oh, can I squeeze that in, actually? Can I squeeze that in? Oh, go on then. We'll do one more. Leighton Orient in the FA Cup 4th round. We'll end on this one today. Yeah, we'll end on this because it should be a banger. FA Cup 4th round against League 2 Leighton Orient at home, looking for a safe and easy passage into the last 16. Come on, you Swans. Nice winning run for the Swans as well. 6 in a row in all competitions, and hopefully this will become 7. And a comfortable passage into the last 16. There's Kanunen, shot blocked, but it drops straight to Koita, who clips it in off the post. And he says, guys, I know you lost Connick, but calm down. We're still on a winning run, and we'll make it into the last 16. Yusuf to Boz. Here's James, looking for that second goal. It'll all but confirm this. Kanunen, oh, get out of the way. Sorry, Jordan, please get out of the way so AK can make it 2. Game over. Kanunen makes it 2-0, and that will do it. Wanted an easy passage to the 5th round. That's exactly what we're going to get. Job done. Yep, progress to the 5th round with minimal fuss is what we wanted, and it's what we deliver as well. The Swans continue their winning run. It's now 7 in a row in all competitions, and it's a great way to close out today's episode in fine form as well. So that'll do it for the episode, guys. Big thank you for watching. watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode, which you will not want to miss, as we'll play Transfer Deadline Day. Look to reinvest that £163 million in a new signing or two that could possibly strengthen our team and strengthen our bid for the treble. Yep, you heard me right, because it is on, and I'm standing by the statement. We've got a genuine chance of doing it this season, but we'll need to bring in 1 or 2 more great players. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode of the RTG career mode, which you will not want to miss. It's going to be massive very soon.